Okay, so I just wanted to say that Mod Podge, this antique mat, I really didn't see a huge amount of difference between this, which looks more yellow than the regular Mod Podge. So here they are. See, it looks more yellow, but I haven't really seen a huge amount of difference once it really dries. So I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to try and use this up. But I wanted to let you know that this Elmer's Glue All, excuse me, now not necessarily the school glue. I don't like that stuff for me. It takes way too long. But this Glue All, it's a multi-purpose glue. This works for this as well. And when I do this kind of stuff, I use the Glue All. But I have this Mod Podge and I want to use it up. And the Glue All, way cheaper. I get mine at Walmart in the school section, not in the craft section. So, anyway. Okay. I have a ratty old brush. Well, this is a Langnickel brush, but I left paint in it one day. So, I mean, it's not a great brush, but it was not a bad brush either, but it is now. I like to start with a damp brush, and it's just ever so slightly damp, so I kind of get it wet and then dry it off. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Get it wet and then dry it off, because yeah. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get this all onto my page. And this is quite old, so it's thick. Oh, and it's got goobers. It's got gooey oobers. And you want to get all of the edges so that your napkin will stick down to everything. And this is a relatively simple thing here to do. Now, I've seen people do, once they get the napkin on, I've seen some that don't put the glue back over the top of it, and some people that do. I would say get your napkin on the first time you do it. Get your napkin on, and I don't try and line it up. I mean, I'd like to have some of the napkin to use someplace else in the book, but let's try and lay it down. And I am looking for as few wrinkles, oops, picked up the goober, as few wrinkles as possible, because I really want you to see that part that I got wet right there. I don't want to rip it. I really want to see the musical notes in the background. Okay, now the reason why I say, you know, some people choose to put stuff on top of it and some people choose not to. If you're going to put stuff on top of this, the only thing is then you're going to have to use like a, if you're going to want to stamp on it or do anything else, you're going to have to use like a StazOn, because most of your product won't, like your dye-based inks and stuff like that, won't stick to the Mod Podge. It will dry soft, but you know, yeah, some of this is actually sticking to the, there we go. I'm going to lay this over and let it dry, and then I'll see what I'm going to do from there. And I'm going to go ahead and get this one done. Now this book page is from an old book, and it is pretty brittle. So this one, I will put the Mod Podge over the top because it does really help strengthen it. And because this, like I said, this is pretty brittle. So I'll take all the help I can get. And I'm going to just place this down. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. And you can also take and brush this down with a tissue, but it is so delicate that if you have this didn't get glued down right here. If you have a wrinkle in it, it will definitely, you'll know it. Okay, so now, I'm going to flip it this way, get all of this off of here so I'm not gluing it down. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Mod Podge and I'm going to go over the top of the napkin. Now this glue will dry, and I'm going to try and just get it onto the top that's on the book page, so that I can use the rest of that little bit of napkin onto something else if I so choose. But I've got plenty of these, so. But you still want to be really gentle. There we go. Really gentle. And if you start feeling it drag, get some more glue. You don't want to be dragging the brush because then you are going to rip your napkin. So even if you think you're going to end up using way too much Mod Podge, I'd rather have a little more drying time that I have to wait and not rip my napkin. Okay, so there we go. So that is basically it. You want to go wash your brush right away. I just put it down, pushed it away, forgot all about it, and it was really, really, really hard to get what I got out of it. Anyway, so I'm going to let these dry, and when I go to do whatever I'm going to do with them, I will come back so that you can see. Now, does that have Podge on there? Yeah, it did. Okay. But I will certainly bring you along on the ride here. So that's it. That's all I wanted to tell you. The glue all works the same. You would do exactly the same process if you had the glue all. It's a PVA, blah, 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 blah. It's a PVA glue. So, you know, take that for what you need. Alright guys, I'll see you back in a minute. I gotta tell you guys, I have to apologize, but I've been cheating on you. I've been looking through some stash stuff that I had, and I was not in my craft room when I was doing it, so I didn't video. But these are cards that my mom had laying all over the house when when my husband and I moved in to help them. My mom is 91 and my dad's 95, and they asked us if we would move in to help them so they could stay in their home. And anyway, she had these all over the place because they were like freebie things that you'd get in the mail, trying to get you to send money. So anyway, I had gone through and cut all of the things that I thought I'd be interested in. You know, like this one, I would have cut right across here and thrown away the Get Well Wishes for You. but since the front and the back really went very well together, I decided to leave this one together so that when I did cut it, I would, you know, make sure I did both. So anyway, so I pulled some of these out. They've all got butterflies, pink colors. This one's got some lines on it. It's got a cute little bee. No coloration other than on the back, but I probably will back this onto something. This one's got a little bit of a purple, which I have a little bit of a purple. See, this is a get well soon card. And they all have a kind of a vintage flair to me as well. I actually think this is from a Kleenex box, but it could be a card, I don't know. And again, this one here with the colors. So I pulled those out. I also have been busy making things. Now these I didn't make. I made these for a project that I didn't use them on before, and I thought maybe they would work. Now if you're wondering where I got this, this is, and I don't know if they sell it anymore, this is an Embosslets from Stampin' Up. It's a Sizzix as well, but it's Beautiful Wings, and it's this largest, oh, sorry. Oh man, have I been off camera the whole time? It's this largest one here. But these are all really pretty butterflies. But anyway, so I had these. I hope you saw these. I got a piece of, this is dictionary page from my dictionary, big dictionary that I pull from. And I put some of the napkin on here. I had the one little section and then this section here. So I went ahead and put that on this lighter colored book page. And I put the rest of it on this darker colored book page. So you can see it's quite a bit of difference. But, so I've got those. These are probably going to just be, you know, corner pockets tucked in. This one, the words are upside down, but I don't really think that's going to matter. But it could go onto the top of a page and be a tuck-in spot that way, if we're so inclined to do so. I also used part of the large napkin, and I got a piece of music paper and used that. And then what I did was I made one of these with it. Now basically this is this. I was breaking this down the other night to throw it in recycle, just shove it in a box, and I went like this and I went, huh, I kind of like that. So I opened it up and drew it out. Got this. I kind of squared these off, folded it down here, folded these two in, and brought it around. So now I have a pocket here, and let's see, a pocket back here. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I don't know if I'm going to make another one of those with this or do something different, but so there's another element for a page. Then I also made these, this is a die cut that I own. It is one of Heartfelt Creations. Oops, not this one. It is, where is it? Uh-oh, where is it? Huh. Oh, here it is. It's called, Oh. Yeah. Okay, so it's this one, Elegant Border Basics. I thought maybe I put the wrong bottom on the wrong top, but I didn't. So that's that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the coordinating die that I used on these. This one is this one. Oh, heck no. It's this one. And I'm going to line it up. Let's see, where is some scrap paper? Here. Just say, you know, obviously I'm not going to use this, but I'm going to take this, I'm going to line this up, and I'm going to draw this angle and cut it out, and then I'll be able to line that up right with that. Okay, so that is how I'm going to cover these with some paper so that I'm not looking at a huge solid piece. I was trying to stay away from dark reds, but I think there's one page that I specifically thought, ooh, well, there's several pages. To have a little bit of dark red is not a bad thing. I'm not trying to shy away from it too much. Just not that it's the whole book. Okay, I also made a little bit more dark red. See, am I off camera? Yeah, you saw those. Okay. And then I've got some different flourishes. I had room to cut out a butterfly. Got a nameplate, things like this. Got some leaves, been doing some of the different flowers. So, there we go. And I also found, which I am really impressed with, this is Basil Basics. I don't know what year this was. It's Vintage Marketplace. I don't think it has a year on here. This one's Baby's Breath. But this one is called Market Ads. And it has all of my colors. So I'm really going to be interested in using some of this as accents throughout. And I also found this. Now the back end, no. This is a really old piece of paper. I don't know how old it is, but it is pretty old. It's SEI. But I thought this would work in some spots too. But anyway, let's see, I don't remember if I showed these when I was going through. So I've got these to kind of play around with. I've got, I can't remember if I showed you this. It's the back of some packaging. And I think that is it for my cheating. But anyhow, I think what I'm going to do now is start decorating my pages. Let me get this stuff back. So let me clean up and I'll be back. Okay, I've got my first one somewhat figured out here. Oh, and I also wanted to let you guys know that I am using this punch, the Floral Vine. It's a Martha Stewart one. I think it lends itself very well to vintage. So anyway, so on the first page, inside page, I've got this piece, and let's see, I wanted to distress this with some black soot. because it's got a white center. So I'm just going to take that white center off of here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So there's that, and I think I was going to do this as well. There. Okay. So I have chosen, oh, got a little black schmutz stuff there. I've chosen this, and I'm going to make this into a tuck spot, a side pocket, whatever you want to call it. Slide this over just a little bit. I was going to use a little bit of this ribbon right down on the bottom, kind of like that. Brings that green from here and from here. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this glued on. I'm using my favorite glue for use with any type of material or trim or anything like that. So it's the Fabri-Tac. Now there's a lot of glues out there that will work with fabric. This just tends to be my go-to one. Yeah. Just kind of center the flowers, and then I'll cut off what I've got hanging on the edges. There we go. Let me get some material scissors here. Oh shoot, that had a little glue on it. The only thing with the Fabri-Tac is it's super easy to rub off the stuff. That wasn't Fabri-Tac. Okay, I guess it stayed on the ribbon. There. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then get the lid on this stuff. Then I'm going to put this. I didn't really like too much of this glittery stuff, so I'm putting this piece. It will hang off the edge, but it just adds a little bit of interest. So just gonna glue this up. Guesstimate about where I've coming off of the piece at, and center it up. So I've got a little bit of that glitter. It looks like I did really well centering it, or not taking the glue too far. Okay, and then we're just going to glue down the side and there. Alrighty, right to the edge of the paper, and bam. That page is done. Isn't that cute? That's really cute. Okay, next, I was going to take, I've got the washi tape over here. I was going to take some washi tape. This is one of those cards, and I was just going to tape this to this page. Just right up here will be just fine. This is way too long. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then that flips up like that. So that's very nice. A little piece of washi tape I can put on something else. Okay, so that works. Now here is a bit of trim that I want to have, and I'm going to slice off, have a little bit on each side that I'll be able to set with my yeah, with that thing. The oh man, the lighter. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to put Fabri-Tac down where I want this on the paper. And just a little trick, if you take your Tim Holtz ruler, now this one, because it's so uneven, doesn't work quite as well as if you had a straight line to line up. But you line up where you want this to be on your paper, and then you use that as your guide to put your glue and then you can still have both your hands to put your piece down, but you got a straight line to follow while you're doing that. And there we go. Let me dig out my lighter. I think it still works. I haven't actually used it in a while. Okay, let's see. Get my see, I still want to leave just a little trim. And then get my lighter. And you got to be quick. I burnt the edge of the paper, but that's okay. That is quite all right. I figured I would catch this paper because this paper is pretty pretty wispy there at the end, so okay, let's try this one more time. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to take and glue down the little ends of the pink. That one did actually catch it. I was kind of hoping that the pink would get caught in the melting. And this side did, this side did not. Let's see how we're doing over here. No. There's that. And there's that. That'll hold that down. There we go. Okay, next. See, now here I took, got the center, you know, I eyeballed it. I didn't measure it. And I stamped, or punched 3 times. I didn't go out to the ends. I just cut straight across. Little tape. And it's really nice. This is very thin paper, so, you know, you still want, you want to be feeling how you're going along. Now this made for some bumpiness, but it is far enough out here that you're still going to be able to write. Now a left-handed person is still going to be able to write, okay? If you you know, you got to strategically place some stuff so that, you know, this is a nice piece. Pretty much the whole page. It lays flat. There's nothing bulky about it. So, but it adds a lot. Okay, now we're getting into something that's going to add a little bit of bulk, but this is a heavy piece of cardstock weight-ish paper that is going to be able to hold the bulk without really damaging a lot of the surrounding. Okay, so I'm going to take and do, let's see, what do I need here? I think I figured out it was 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And I'm going to cut right down along there and then do that. And then we're going to fold this over. I'm going to put it on the edge here. See, am I still? Yes. And put it in the edge, and I'm going to take a pencil. I'm going to pull this up from the bottom, and I'm going to mark right on the score line that I have here. And I know that I'm going to want to score mark this side of the score line. I see more and more people going to this. So that's this side of the score line, but not really enough. So I'm going to pull this so that I've got it in a nice spot for where I want it. I'm going to cut off this little snip right here. Okay, and then well, let's cut off a little bit more so it's below. Let me just do this. There we go. So now it's below all the indentations. Now the only other thing that I'm going to do with this is I have this piece, and I want to use this piece as this. I want to bring in some paper right below this. So I am going to find this, and I want this one here, I believe. So there it is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find the highest point that I'm going to want paper at, probably just a little past that, and I'm going to cut all the way across right here. So it's right down on the bottom of this. Okay, there we go. Oop. There we go. Okay, put the rest of this back. I have got to clean that up. Looking a little sad. So now I figure out which, I think I decided I wanted this. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I think that starts right here, and it comes up to here. I want to make sure that I have it on the same angle, same area, that kind of thing. Okay, then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to lightly trace. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to lightly trace right below the line. Oops, moved it. Bring it back. Right below the line. Okay. And then I know I need it to be there, and I need it to be... I'm going to go ahead and cut this where I want it cut. There we go. I'm having a little problem with my right shoulder, so everything's running a little slower than normal. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find my pencil mark, and I'm going to cut right on the pencil mark. This is July 3rd, the evening of, and I can hear the fireworks and everything else. Oh man, what did I do wrong there? That's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, so we're going to make this work. So there's that. And then I need a little bit of something right down here. So, let's see. What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? Okay. Let's see here. That'll work. A little bit of that'll do. See, it's nice to save all this stuff. Let's see, what else do I have here? No. All this stuff comes in handy. Okay, so now I've got this. And I'm going to put this okay. Pencil. Going to right there and right there. I've been wanting one of those tonic mini for making these kind of cuts. I really think it will speed my progress along to have something that I can just make these little cuts with, that I don't have to pull out this thing. There we go. All right. I don't know how I must have thought I had a mark large enough, but I didn't. Holy Hannah. Pull that down just a little bit. Did I save the wrong piece? I think I did. I think I saved the wrong piece. Hold the phone. There we go. There go. That works for me. Put these back in my little bits and pieces. Okay. Put this back in here. And this back. Okay, so let me first put this piece on. There we go. And then this piece. Oh, I did want to do this piece in the black. So let's see. There we go. There. Ta-da! Now the only other thing I'm going to do is when I glue this in, so I've got it over here, and I am a good, you know, 1/8 of an inch away from the score line, which is perfect, is right here on the very end. I'm going to glue these tips down. So I'm going to run my glue here, and then I'm going to run my glue right in there, there, and along here. And there we go. And that will help keep those things, these are just little tidbits, looking finished. But you're still going to be able to use the pocket. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got next here. Okay, we've got this piece. I did mean to get all of these. This was taken off of, I don't remember what, but probably a piece of trim. And I use these all the time. I love them. They're bias tape. Actually, I think this was a piece of material that I used and something I didn't video. So, let's see. Come on. Should have had all this done. I'm so sorry. So, the fact that it has all of the holes in it for sewing, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Alright, so all I'm going to do is put the fold line, crooked or not, I'm just going to use that regular fold line that's there and put that right across my paper. And again, let's see, I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to put Try and run it right along the edge there, and I'm going to put this down first, this side down first. Did I get that in a good spot all the way around? I think so. This can get pulled down a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to come around the back side and do the same thing. And run that right along the edge of the paper. And as straight a line as you possibly can. And just kind of pull it over so that you are getting it tight to the edge of the page. Excuse me. And this, since it's doubled, by kind of massaging that glue down, you're going to get it through to the second layer of material, and it's going to help hold that as well. And then I'm just going to cut the excess off on both sides. And that is super cute. Super cute. Okay, I put my lid back on. Okay, so fold this. Now the next thing I have is this strip of paper, and I do have a brad that I'm going to use. Now, in order to thin the brad out, I am going to cut the sections. Let me find my cutter here. Cut the sections off the brad and glue the brad on. Now, if you don't want to do that, if you don't think you have good enough glue, you can go ahead and I can get this cut. Let's see here. There's that. And see, usually I glue it down first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up here because I know I have plenty of room. And figure out where I want this. I'm going to put it right over here. I don't want it centered. And I'm going to drop the brads down in there. Do I want it that way? Or do I want it just straight up? And I think I'll just do straight up and down. And then you smush those down so they're just as tightly down as they'll go. And then you're going to cut off the excess. Or you can cut them off to begin with and just glue the brad. That one didn't really need to be cut, but I went ahead and did it anyway. Okay. So there we go. So now I've got the brad there, and now I can glue this to my paper. And I'm using the row of dots to, visually get it correct. There we go. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting. Kind of wanted to have everything a little edged. Next time I'll do this part. I'll have to do that little piece I'm going to cut off. Okay. Get this here. There we go. Now, either if you're left-handed or right-handed, having this up in this far right-hand corner is not going to get in anybody's way while writing. Okay? Got a little bit of glue down. That's why it's always good to get these things moved off while you're gluing. There we go. So there's that and that. So stinking cute. Now this, I'm sorry I did off camera. I will be doing another one though. I punched my 3 holes just like I did on the other side, except I took a strip of paper and folded the paper over the strip of paper so that you could see the pink through there, because I wanted something that was going to grab this color, and then this pink will show as well. Now this is really thin paper, or I would have actually gone and done both sides and made a nice pocket. Probably, you know, the more tags you get in this, the more you're bulking it up for writing. However, would have been super cute, but this is too thin of a paper to actually do that. So this helps thicken the paper up a little bit. And anyway, so then here, I liked having this paper over here on this. But I wasn't sure if I was going to do it because I think I've got enough little strips of paper and all of that in so far. So I think I'm going to leave this off for right now. Got the washi tape and I think that works fine. And I've got the stamping and some stenciling. I'm cool with that. Then this was a little boring for me. And really no pink, so other than a few nice pink dots and a little bleed through. So I thought I would just do this. Now with this one, I'm going to use a little bit of sequin tape on the back. And this will make a tension area so that if you, no matter what you put in there, if you push down on it far enough, you're going to get it into the sticky stuff, and it will hold whatever it is you know, it'll keep it from falling out. But for the most part with these little tuck spots, I don't think anybody really pushes them in far enough where they're going to do that. Okay, and there you go. And again, oh, and I didn't get, let's see, where is it? Right here. Let me just get a little bit of, right there. And this thing right here. Okay, there we go. And I believe we have one thing left, and that is this page here. And this is just a little long, so I'm going to end up cutting this piece off, but I want this piece to go. kind of was thinking about doing this as a spot for a picture. So I wanted to glue all of this down across the top here, leave this open, and I'm going to glue this piece here. Then I think, this is a 4x6, you'd be able to get a 5x7 in there easy. Yeah, you'd be easy to get a nice 5x7 in there. So that's what I think I'm doing with this little spot right here. And I'm not going to edge this with black because I just don't think it'll look nice. It's not the look I would be looking for. So I'm just going to go across the top here, a few little danglies. Get some of the basics parts done here. And then I think I'm going to have to cut that part off. Turn this here, and I want this right up to the edge of the paper without going over. There we go. And then I'm going to take this little edge right here off. Where's my little... Make sure I've got this glued. Yeah, it's glued down. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And then this little piece here. Let me put this to the edge so I can kind of see my halfway point. And I'm going to kind of glue down the bottom part here and the outside. And kind of almost take that all the way down to the bottom. Leave just a little bit. And there you go. So that'll be for a nice 5x7, and I can put a 5x7 photo mat in this, and I think that'll work really nicely. So there we go. That is the first signature, and I've got a space here. Got a flip here. Just a nice little piece there. Just some trim. This is very minimal, but yet you're still getting the real estate to do stuff. So there you got, oh, that glue's coming off of that piece. But you got stuff to, you know, a nice pocket there. Some trim, just some decorative trim, and it kind of calm this down and bring a little brown over here. Some decorative trim and stamping. Then we've got a tuck spot, and we're going to have a 5x7 photo mat that I'll put in there. And that'll be really cool. All right. Okay, guys, and I don't know what I'll do on the back until I get the signatures figured out. Okay, so that's it for this one. We'll probably decorate the other two in the next video and hopefully get it in. Talk to you later. Bye.